चलो दोस्तों, एक पेपर और अपना डिस्कस कर लेते हैं। दिसंबर 2023 रिगार्डिंग द MMPC 009 मैनेजमेंट ऑफ मशीन्स एंड मटेरियल्स। रीजन इसका डिस्कस करने का इस पेपर को ये है कि मैं सिर्फ वही क्वेश्चंस यहाँ डिस्कस कर रहा हूँ जो मैंने प्रीवियस वीडियोस में डिस्कस नहीं किए हैं। जैसे कि इसमें भी मास प्रोडक्शन और वैल्यू इंजीनियरिंग रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन आया था, वो मैं डिस्कस नहीं कर रहा। सिर्फ 4 वो क्वेश्चंस मैंने यहाँ डिस्कस कर रहा हूँ जो मैंने पहले नहीं किसी भी एग्जाम में देखे। तो उससे रीजन ये होगा कि कुछ फ्रेश क्वेश्चन सेट के हमारे पास आ जाएंगे, हम उनको भी डिस्कस कर पाएंगे। तो लेट डिस्कस वन बाय वन। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, आ स्ट्रेटेजिक डिसीजन इज वन विच हैज लॉन्ग टर्म इम्पैक्ट, influences the larger part of the system, and once implemented cannot be undone easily. Explain such decision in brief. तो पढ़ते हैं इसके बारे में। Strategic decisions are the foundational choice an organization makes that fundamentally shape its future direction, operational scope, and long-term viability. Unlike day-to-day operations choices which deal with immediately needs and short-term efficiency, strategic decisions are characterized by their far-reaching impact, their influence on significant portion of the organization system, and the inherent difficulty in reversing them once implemented. Understanding these core attributes is crucial for any leader or business professional, as these are the decisions that truly define an organization's journey. देखो, सिंपल सी बात है भाई, स्ट्रेटेजिक डिसीजन लॉन्ग टर्म इफेक्ट तो देंगे ही। आप भी समझिए कि अगर स्ट्रेटेजी अच्छी रहेगी किसी भी एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए, किसी बिजनेस पर्सन के लिए, तो ओवरऑल किसी बिजनेस को अच्छे से ही इम्पैक्ट करेगी। ठीक बात है। तो पहले पढ़ते हैं लॉन्ग टर्म इम्पैक्ट क्या पड़ता है। द हॉलमार्क ऑफ अ स्ट्रेटेजिक डिसीजन इज its extended time horizon. These are not choices designed to solve a problem next week or boost sales next quarter. Instead, they are about establishing a trajectory that will unfold over years, sometimes even decades. Consider a technology company deciding to invest heavily in artificial intelligence research and development. This isn't a minor allocations of resources. It's a multi-year commitment that will influence their product roadmap, hiring strategies, market positioning, and competitive landscape for the foreseeable future. Such as decision aims to create sustainable competitive advantage, enter new markets, or defend existing ones against emerging threats. It's about securing the organization's relevance and prosperity in the long run. Think of a university deciding to specialize in niche area like renewable energy and renewable energy engineering. This decision implies significant investment in faculty, lab equipment, curriculum development, and marketing to attract specific students. The benefits of this specialization might not be fully realized for a decade as graduates enter the workforce, and research output grows. However, if successful, it could establish the university as a global leader in their field, attracting top talent and research funding for the new generation. The long-term nature is necessities, forecasting, risk assessment, and a clear vision of this desired future states, often involving a degree and uncertainty given the inherent unpredictability of the future. ठीक बात है। Influences a large part of the system. Strategy decisions are inherently holistic, meaning they send ripples throughout the entire organization, affecting multiple departments, functions, and even external stakeholders. Take, for instance, an airline deciding to expand its operation into a new continent. The single strategic choices triggers a cascade of actions across the entire company. The operations department must plan new flight routes, securing landing rights, and ensuring good ground support. The human resources department needs to recruit and train new pilots, cabin crew, and ground staff, possibility in difficult countries, requiring navigation of varied labor laws. The finance department must secure funding for new aircraft and operational expenses. Marketing needs to develop campaigns for new target audiences, and the legal team must handle international regulations. Beyond internal department, this decision also impact external partners, fuel suppliers, airport authorities, catering services, and even tourism boards in the new destination will be affected as strategic decisions. Therefore, requires a significant cross-functional coordination and communication. It is about aligning every part of organizational system to work cohesively towards a common overarching objectives, unlike tactical decisions that might only concern a single department. Example, how to optimize a specific management line. Strategy decisions demand a top-down approach, ensuring that all individual components of the organization are pulling in the same strategic direction. Misalignment can lead to inefficiencies, internal conflict, and ultimately failure to achieve the strategic objectives. थर्ड पॉइंट पढ़ लेते हैं. Once implemented cannot be undone easily. ठीक बात है. स्ट्रेटेजी लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए कर ली तो भाई अनडन नहीं हो सकती इजीली. The characteristic of underscores the profound commitment inherent in strategic choices. The difficulty in reversal stems from several factors. Significant resource commitment. Strategic decisions often involve massive investments of financial capital, human resource, and time. Building a new manufacturing plant, developing a revolutionary product, or acquiring another company consumes vast resources. Reversing such a decision means writing off this sunk cost, which can be financially devastating. ठीक है. तो रिसोर्स की कमिटमेंट हो जाती है भाई, जो रिसोर्स आपने डाल दिए लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए वो कमिटेड है टुवर्ड्स इट. इरिवर्सिबल चेंजेस और टू इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर. इरिवर्सिबल चेंजेस होते हैं इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के बेसिस पे. फिजिकल एसेट्स लाइक फैक्ट्रीज, स्पेशलाइज्ड मशीनरी और न्यू आईटी सिस्टम आर नॉट easily repurposed or sold without significant loss. The infrastructure built to support our strategic decision creates a lock-in effect. Impact on stakeholder relationship. Strategic choices affect relationship with employees, customers, suppliers, and investors. Publicly reversing a major decision can erode trust, damage reputation, and lead to a lost confidence. Employees might feel their efforts were wasted, customers might question the company's reliability, and investors might withdraw their support. Opportunity cost. Once a strategic path is chosen and resources are committed, the organization foregoes other potential opportunities. Reversing courses means not only to the cost of the original decision but also the missed benefits of alternative paths that were not pursued. Organizational momentum and culture. Strategic decisions often embedded themselves into the organizational culture and processes. People are trained, departments are structured, and communication channels are established around the chosen strategy. Changing this deeply ingrained momentum is akin to steering a super tanker. It requires immense effort, time, and can cause significant disruptions. तो देखो इस क्वेश्चन के बारे में थोड़ा बहुत मोटा समझ में आ गया होगा. स्ट्रेटेजिक डिसीजन लॉन्ग टर्म इम्पैक्ट कैसे पढ़ाती है, इन्फ्लुएंस लार्जर पार्ट ऑफ द सिस्टम कैसे करती है, और इंप्लीमेंट हो जाती है तो कैसे अनडन करती है, उसी सब चीजों के बारे में डिस्कस किया गया है. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा पढ़ लेना, अच्छा आइडिया लग जाएगा. कंक्लूजन. स्ट्रेटेजिक डिसीजन आर द क्रिटिकल जंक्शन that define organization destiny. The term long-term impact dictates where the organization is headed. Their widespread influence ensure that every part of the system is aligned, and their irreversible nature demands meticulous planning. Comprehensive analysis encourages leadership that are not to the taken lightly, as the success or failure of an organization often hinges on the wisdom and foresights embedded within the pivotal choices. Let's discuss question number 2. ठीक है, इसके बारे में पढ़ते हैं. Explain the concept of job design. Discuss the various technologies factors for an effective job design. Job design is likely like carefully drawing up the blueprint for a job role within an organization. It is the process of deciding what tasks an employee will do, how these tasks will be done, how many tasks they'll have, and in what order. The goal is to create a job that not only helps the organization achieve its objective effectively, but also keep the employees motivated, satisfied, and productive. भाई किसका क्या काम है वो बताना, ठीक है, ताकि बंदे पजल ना हो. Imagine a job is a puzzle. Job design is about figuring out the right piece, shaping them correctly, and making sure that fit together well to form a complete picture. A well-designed job considers both the needs of the business, like efficiency and quality, and the needs of the person doing the job, like feeling challenged, have variety, and getting feedback. Historically, job design evolved from very specialized, repetitive tasks like an assembly line, where one person does only a small action over and over, to more holistic and engaging roles. Modern job design aims to incorporate elements like this: skill variety, using different skills and talents to complete tasks; task identity, being able to complete a whole identifiable piece of work from beginning to end; task significance, understanding how the job impacts others, whether inside or outside the organization; autonomy, having freedom and independence in deciding how to do the work; feedback, getting clear information about how effectively the tasks are being performed. These elements contribute to what is often called a job encouragement, making jobs more meaningful and motivating for employees. Technological factors for an effective job design. Technology has become a powerful force in shaping how jobs are designed, offering both opportunities and challenges. For an effective job design in today's world, it is crucial to consider the following technological factors. देख लो क्या क्या टेक्नोलॉजिकल फैक्टर एक जॉब डिजाइन को अच्छा बनाते हैं. पहले तो ऑटोमेशन एंड आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस. भाई दुनिया बदल दी है इसने, तो हमारी दुनिया बदल दी है. Automating repetitive tasks. Technology, especially AI and robotics, excel at performing routine, repetitive, and often physically demanding or dangerous tasks. This means that job designers can move these mundane tasks from human roles. For example, in manufacturing, robots can handle heavy lifting or precision assembly, freeing human workers for more complex supervisory और प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग रोल्स. सिंपल सी बात है, पहले क्या होता था, क्रेन्स अब आ गई हैं, ठीक है, बहुत बड़ी बड़ी प्लांट्स में देखोगे रोबोटिक्स ज्यादा काम कर रहे हैं, मैनुअल लेबर्स हटा दी गई है वहां से. पहले देखा था, अभी एक नीचे वीडियो वायरल हुआ था जहाँ पे बंदा एक रेल के बीच में फंस गया था उसको ज्वाइंट करते हुए डब्बों को. कितनी गलत बात है, ऑटोमेशन आ गया, इतनी हैवी मशीनरी आ गई, पर आज भी ये ज्वाइंटिंग वाला काम हम लोग ह्यूमन एफर्ट से करवा रहे थे. बट अब सरकार ने उस चीज को थोड़ा रिव्यू किया है और उसके ऊपर वर्क भी कर रहे हैं. अब इसमें मैनुअल लेबर्स को हटाया जाएगा, कम से कम डब्बे जोड़ने में. बंदा बिल्कुल पिच गया था यार वो. Shifting focus to higher order skills. When technology takes over the boring stuff, human jobs can be redesigned to focus on tasks that require creativity, critical thinking, complex problem solving, emotional intelligence, and social interaction. Skills that machines are still far from mastering. This often leads to more engaging and intellectually stimulating jobs. बंदों से बंदों वाली जॉब कराओ, उनको बार बार बटन दबाने का जॉब ना दिया जाए, उनको थोड़ा दिमाग खर्च करने का दिया जाए. बंदा काम पे जब भी अच्छा लगता है उसको काम करना, जब काम पे उससे काम लिया जाए. Real-time data analytics. AI and data analytics provide vast amounts of information about work processes and performance. These data can be used to understand bottlenecks, identify areas for improvement, and even predict future demands, allowing job designers to optimize workflows and allocate tasks more effectively. Communication and collaboration tools, enabling remote and hybrid work. Video conferencing, instant messaging platforms, cloud-based document sharing, and project management software have fundamentally changed where and how people work. Job design now needs to account for remote or hybrid setup, ensuring that jobs can be performed effectively outside a traditional office and that communication and collaboration remain seamless. Facilitating cross-functional teams. These tools break down geographical and departmental silos, making it easier to design jobs that involve collaboration across different teams or even external partners. This allows for more flexible and agile job structures. Instant feedback mechanism. Digital tools can facilitate immediate feedback on performance, which is key element on effective job design. An automated system can provide instant performance metrics, while communication platforms enable quicker peer and supervisor feedback. Data security and privacy. Designing for data protection. As a technology integrates more deeply into job roles, especially with the handling of sensitive information, job design must incorporate robust data security protocols and awareness. Employees need to be trained on data handling best practices, and jobs may need to include responsibilities related to cybersecurity compliances. Monitoring and ethics. Technology allows for increased monitoring of employee performance. Job designer must consider the ethical implications of such monitoring, ensuring that it enhances productivity and fairness without infringing on privacy or creating a stressful Big Brother environment. Transparency about monitoring practices is crucial for maintaining trust. Ergonomics and human-computer interaction. Designing for comfort and safety. Technology, particularly in the form of advanced machinery or software interfaces, need to be designed to be user-friendly and reduce physical strain. This falls under ergonomics. Job designers must ensure that the tools and interfaces employees use are intuitive and prevent repetitive strain, injuries, or cognitive overload. Optimizing digital workflow. The way digital tasks are presented and performed can significantly impact efficiency and employee well-being. An effective job design considers the mental load associated with the digital tools. Aiming to streamline digital workflows can reduce unnecessary clicks or complex navigation. Learning and development technologies. Continuous skill development. The rapid pace of technological change means that skills can become outdated quickly. Effective job design must incorporate continuous learning and development. Online learning platforms, virtual reality training simulations, and AI-powered personalized learning paths allow employees to constantly update their skills and adapt new technologies. On-demand knowledge access. Technology provides instant access to information and knowledge base, reducing the need for employees to on-demand knowledge access. Technology provides instant access to information and knowledge bases, reducing the need of employees to memorize vast amounts of data. Job designers can leverage this by focusing on problem solving and application knowledge rather than mere on recall. In summary, technology is no longer just a tool, it is an integral component of modern job design. For jobs to be effective, productive, and satisfying in the technological era, organization must thoughtfully leverage advanced communication tools and data analytics that must also proactively address concerns around security, ergonomy, and continuous learning, ensuring the technology serves to enrich human work rather than diminish it. Explain question 3. Question 3 पढ़ते हैं. Explain the concept of inventory. What are the various functions of inventory? Imagine you own a bakery. You need flour, sugar, eggs, butter to bake cakes. You also need the cakes you have already baked to sell to customers. All these items, the raw ingredients, the cakes that are heavily half-eaten, and the finished cakes ready for sale are what we call inventory. In simple words, inventory refers to all the goods, materials, and products that a business holds for the purpose of production for sale. It's essential the stock of items a company has on the hand at any given time. Inventory isn't just about the finished product. It usually falls into a few categories. Raw material, work in progress. Maintenance, repair, operating MRO supplies. These are the items need to keep the business running in but aren't directly part of the product. Examples are including clear spares, part of efficiency. Managing inventory effectively is supplier important because it directly impacts the company's cost, customer satisfaction, and overall profitability. Too much inventory ties up money and storage spaces, while too little can lead to lost sales and unhappy customers. Functions of inventory. Inventory isn't just a pile of stuff, it serves several crucial factors for a business. Meeting customer demand, the just in case function. This is perhaps the most obvious function. Businesses hold inventory to ensure they can fulfill customers' order quickly. If a customer wants a product, they usually want it now or at least very soon. Smoothing production or operation, the buffer function. In many businesses, different parts of the production processes don't always work at the same speed. For example, one machine might be slower than another, or one stage might take longer. Inventory acts as a buffer between these stages, ensuring that if one part slows down, the next part doesn't have to stop completely. Okay, smoothing production or operation, the buffer production. Taking advantage of quantity discounts, the cost saving function. Suppliers often offer lower prices per unit if you buy in larger quantities. Simple सी बात है. Taking advantage quantity discount. भाई जितना ज्यादा लार्ज स्केल पे बनाओगे, जितनी ज्यादा आप क्वांटिटी लोगे, उतना ही आपको सामने वाला सप्लायर डिस्काउंट दे देता है, जिससे आपकी पर यूनिट कॉस्ट बचती है. Hedging against prices, increasing supply and volatility. In business accepts the price of certain raw materials to go up in the future, they might buy a large quantity now to lock into the lower prices. This is a form of speculation. Similarly, if there is a risk of supply disruption due to natural disaster, political instability, or labor strike, holding extra inventory can protect the business from shortages and rising prices. Dealing with seasonal demand and fluctuations. Many products have a seasonal demand. For example, winter coats sell mostly in winter and air conditioners in summer. Businesses build up inventory during the off season to meet the high demand during peak season. Facilitating transportation efficiency. It is often more cost effective to ship goods in full truckloads or full containers. Holding inventory allows a business to accumulate enough products to fill a shipment. Separating the sale and production processes. Inventory allows the sales team to promise delivery to customers without having to wait for the production team to make each items on demand. Okay. In essence, inventory is a necessary evil. It ties up to capital and incurs costs. But it also provides critical flexibility, security, and the ability to meet customer expectations. The goal of good inventory management is to find the sweet spot, having just enough inventory to reap its benefits without incurring excessive costs. चलो क्वेश्चन 4 भी डिस्कस करते हैं. लास्ट क्वेश्चन है जो हमारे पिछले वीडियो में हमने तक डिस्कस नहीं किया था. Enumerate the basic types of plant layouts. How does a cellular layout differ from a process layout? A plant layout refers to the physical arrangement of production resources, including machines, workstations, equipments, and storage areas within a manufacturing or service facility. The goal of an effective plant layout is to optimize the flow of materials, people, and information, thereby improving efficiency, reducing costs, enhancing safety, and boosting productivity. There are several basic types of plant layouts, each suited for different production scenarios. Basic type of plant layouts. कैसे कैसे प्लांट के लेआउट होते हैं? प्रोडक्ट लेआउट, लाइन लेआउट, असेंबली लाइन लेआउट. तो कैसा होता है भाई? लाइन लेआउट, प्रोडक्ट लेआउट या असेंबली लाइन लेआउट? In a product layout, machines and workstations are arranged in a sequential order according to the specific specs required to produce a single product in a very similar family or products. The product moves from workstation to the next. ये कुछ ना देखा होगा कभी, गूगल कर लेना कार असेंबली लाइन, उसमें समझ में आ जाएगा. पहले कार में पहिए लग रहे हैं, फिर उसमें नट बोल्ट्स लग रहे हैं, फिर कोई बंदा उसमें पेंट कर रहा है. तो मतलब हर स्टेप पे कुछ ना कुछ हो रहा है, उसे बोलते हैं हम असेंबली लाइन. उस तरीके से काम चलता है. High volume, low variety of products, specialized equipment, linear or U-shaped flow often uses assembly line. Example, automobiles manufacturing, जैसे मैंने बताया मारुति का वीडियो देख लें कार वाला. Appliances production, bottling plants, assembly electronic. आजकल वीडियो आते रहते हैं यूट्यूब पे भी, कभी देखा होगा ब्लोटल्स की वीडियो, बिस्किट बनने की वीडियो, वो सब असेंबली लाइन पे काम कर रही होती है. Process layout, functional layout, job shop layout. In a process layout, similar machines or processes are grouped together in departments or work center. For example, our drilling machines might be in one area, all welding equipments in another, all painting stations in third, products movement in department of. मतलब ये वाले प्रोडक्ट हैं जिनमें सब में अलग अलग काम हो रहा है. तो वेल्डिंग के अलग डिपार्टमेंट है, ठीक है, और अपना नट बोल्ट्स का अलग डिपार्टमेंट है, पेंटिंग का अलग डिपार्टमेंट है, मेंटेनेंस का अलग डिपार्टमेंट है, वैसा वाला. लो वॉल्यूम, हाई वैरायटी ऑफ प्रोडक्ट, कस्टमाइज ऑर्डर, जनरल इन पर्पस. एग्जाम्पल है फर्नीचर, मशीन शॉप, हॉस्पिटल्स, commercial printing, etc. Fixed position layout. In a fixed position layout, the product itself remains stationary and workers, materials and equipments are brought to the product as needed. This layout is used for large, heavy or fragile items that cannot be easily moved. Very low volume, unique, large scale project, high flexibility, resource move to the product. Example, shipbuilding, aircraft assembly, construction projects, large customer machinery. Cellular project layout, group technology layout. इसी बारे में पूछ रहे हैं, थोड़ा ध्यान से पढ़ना. A cellular layout is a hybrid approach that combines elements of both products and process layout. It groups similar machines and workers into cells or mini factories. Each cell is dedicated to producing a specific family of parts or products that have a similar processing requirements. Within the cell, the layout often resembles a product linear or U-shaped flow, but the cells themselves are grouped by function. Characteristic: medium volume, medium variety, emphasis product families, cross-trained workers, reduce material handling within the cells. Examples: manufacturing of electronic components, automotive parts, specialized machinery for distinct part of families. Combining layout. Many real world facilities use combination of these basic layouts to achieve optimal efficiency and flexibility. For instance, the main assembly line product layout might be fed up of component produced in separate workstation. Process layout or manufacturing cellular layout. How does the cellular layout differ from process layout? इसके बारे में थोड़ा पढ़ते हैं. The cellular layout emerged as a way to gain some of the efficiency benefits of product layout while retaining the flexibility of process layout. Here's a detailed comparison. Process layout कैसा होता है? Grouping process. Machines and equipment are grouped based on their functions or processes. All lathes are in one department, all milling machines in another, all welding stations on third. Product flow. Products move between different functions department based on the sequence of operations required. This often results in long, complex and crisscrossing materials flow paths. A product might visit the drilling department, then welding, then grinding, then back to drilling for another operation. Variety and volume. Best suited for low volume, high variability production. Example, customer order, job drift. Each might have a unique routing. Equipment. General purpose machines are common as they can perform a wide range of operations for different products. Workers tend to be specialized in operating particular type of machines performing a special process. Work in process. Inventory. Typically high as part of what requires between departments. Material handling. More complex, costly due to varied and often long travels distances. Advantage: high flexibility for handling diverse product types. Better utilization for general purpose equipment. Easier supervision. Disadvantage: long throughout time journey. High work in process inventory. Complex schedule and control. High material handling cost. Cellular कैसा होता है वो पढ़ लेते हैं. Grouping principles. Dissimilar machines are grouped into a cell based on the processing requirement. Family of parts of group. These products share similar shapes, sizes, or processing setup. This concept is called group technology. The cell is essential a mini factory capable of completing all of most operations for its assigned product family. Product flow. When within a cell, the product flow is typically linear or U-shaped, much like a mini assembly line. Parts enter the cell, move sequentially through its machine, and exit as a finished or semi-finished product. Material handling within the cell is minimal. Variety and volume. Best suited for medium or medium variety production. Equipment often mixed with the general purpose and specialized machine. Sometimes even duplicates or equipment if needed different cells. Workers. Workers are often multi-skilled or cross-trained to operate multi-machines within their cells. Working process is relatively lower than the process layout as part of move quickly through the cell, reducing waiting times between the operation. Material handling much simpler to reduce within the cell. Advantage: reduce throughout time, lower working process inventory, improved communication and teamwork among workers, enhanced quality due to operators' ownership and quicker feedback, greater flexibility than a pure product layout for specific product families. Disadvantage: can require higher initial investment in specialized or duplicate equipment for each cell. If a machine breaks down, the entire cell might stop. Less flexibility, the entire new product families and dot existing cell. In essence, the process layout emphasizes flexibility at the expense of efficiency, while a product layout prioritizes efficiency at the expense of flexibility. The cellular layouts seek a balance, achieving better efficiency and lower work in progress than a process layout on dedicating resources to specific product families while still offering more flexibility than a rigid product line. It bridges the gap between the high flexibility of a job shop and the high efficiency of an assembly line.